he will be able to join the expedition not later than 10 days hence. We simply ask him to watch and report what he sees. We started with Justin Nepro in charge of the expedition, and I wish to say that more business-like arrangements could not well be imagined. Every detail was complete and swung into line with the rhythm and precision of music. This harmony was maintained throughout the entire expedition, which lasted 3.5 years. We arrived at the appointed village about 4 o'clock of the 5th day, and there was a meal to greet us, as he had agreed. Can you imagine our amazement? We were quite certain we had come by the only traveled route and by the swiftest mode of locomotion in that country, except as the couriers go. They travel in relays and go night and day. Here was a man well advanced in years, as we thought, and one we felt would in no wise be able to negotiate a journey of 90 miles in less time than it required us to do the same, yet here he was. Of course we all tried to ask questions at once and were eager to hear. These were his words: "I said when you departed that I would be here to greet you. I am here. I wish to call your attention more fully to the fact that man in his right domain is limitless, knows no limit of time or space. Man, when he knows himself, is not obliged to toil wearily along for 5 days to accomplish 90 miles. Man in his right estate can accomplish any distance, it matters not the magnitude, instantly. A moment ago I was in the village from which you departed 5 days ago. What you saw as my body still reposes there. Your associate, whom you left in that village, will tell you that, until a few moments before 4 o'clock, I conversed with him, stating that I would go to greet you as you would arrive here about this hour. What you saw as my body is still there, and your associate still beholds it, although it is at present inactive. This was done simply to show you that we are able to leave our bodies and greet you at any appointed place, at any specified time. The two who accompanied you could have accomplished the journey as I have. In this way you will more readily realize that we are only ordinary humans of the same source as you, that there is no mystery, but that we have developed the powers given all by the Father, the great omnipotent one, more fully than you have. My body will remain where it is until night, then I will bring it here, and your associate will proceed on his way here as you did, arriving in due time. After a day's rest we will journey to a small village, 1 day off, where we will tarry 1 night, then return here and meet your associate to see what his report will be. We will assemble this evening in the lodge. In the meantime, farewell." In the evening, after we had assembled, Emile, without opening the door, suddenly appeared in our midst and said, "You have seen me appear in this room, as you would say, by magic. Let me say there is no magic about it. Here is a simple experiment which you can behold. You can see this, consequently you will believe. Kindly gather around so that you can see. We have a small glass of water which one of your number has just brought from the spring. You see that a minute particle of ice is forming in the very center of the water. You see it gather to itself particle by particle, more ice, until now the whole of the water in the glass is frozen. What has happened? I held the central atoms of the water in the universal until they became formed, or, in other words, I lowered their vibrations until they became ice, and all the other particles formed around them until the whole has become ice. You can apply this to the little glass, the cup.
Rejected. Thank you.